I'm Harriet Turner. I'm just getting Houvari here, ready to go to market raising today. I've worked for Olly now for 3 seasons, and I work on the ground. So we just put a travelling sheet on them to travel them in. We brush their tails out and tie them up, and then when we get the go ahead, we'll load them up on the lorry. Travelling nicely from Olly's to market raising, so we'll take him for a little walk now around the stable yard, give him a drink, and then it's time to relax for the race. Cut him up and he'll be ready to rock and roll.
So stood here out on the track at market raising, hour and a half before the first race, where I've got a couple of runners. Obviously the horse that we've been focusing on, Houvari, first time he's been to market raising. He should handle a right-handed track fine. I'm going to ride him pretty positively, I'd imagine. I thought the Fergal O'Brien horse and the Peter Byrne horse would be horses that would be able to give us a race on their good bumper form, and looks an interesting contest. I thought my lad would be the one they'd all have to beat if he turned up like he did in Lingfield in his last start. The ground will be actually quite testing here. We've had a lot of rain this week, so it'll take a bit of getting. As you can see, there's a big long home straight here, and we're stood out on the track, and there's actually a headwind, so it'd be hard old work from turning in. This lad does stay well, so hopefully that's all going to play into his strengths. I've actually got 6 runners on the card, which I haven't had 6 runners for a while because of the weather. So great the rain's fallen, and great to be having plenty of runners here at market raising today. Houvari travelled up good. He left home about 7:30 this morning. It took them about 2.5 hours to get here. He'd have had a real good walkout since he got off the lorry, just to stretch his legs. He'll be in his stable now, platted, rugged up, and had a drink of water. I don't feed my horses when they get to the races, just basically so they don't get heartache or stitch. Yeah, he's relaxing now before his race, and he'll be saddled kind of half an hour before the start time, and then he'll be down to the paddock about 15 minutes before the off. So that's Houvari just being saddled. He's just coming out of the stables. I tend to like to saddle him in the stables at market race, and it's just a little bit quieter. So he'll take one turn around here, and then he'll go down to the paddock. As you can see, he's nice and relaxed, which is good. He's got real good temperament. So listen, hopefully he can use this trait in his race and save plenty of energy, and you'll see him come home strong. But he looks really well. Really looking forward to running with him, and he's taken all the prelims really well.
Hi, Olly.
Twice in 2 days. Here, that's Houvari. I don't think there's going to be a lot of pace in the race, so I think Houvari's going to pop out and make the running. The Fergal O'Brien horse looks like it's very well fancied. There's been a lot of money for it. It was a good bumper horse, so that's the one we got to beat. And Letterston Ladies won a couple of bumpers too. So listen, a tight little race. He stays very well, this horse, Graham, so we're going to make plenty of use of him. Will there be much pace?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Pop out.
Perfect.
Keep it simple.
Perfect. You know what you're doing anyway. Yeah.
I think we just want to go even. We don't want to try.
No. Which is all it'll do from turning in is stay going. Probably take a bit of getting, you know.
It will be probably a bit.
Yeah. Good man. Good luck.
Thank you.
He looks to have gone down to the start nice and relaxed. I think the plan is to pop out and make the running will certainly be very handy. So listen, keep my fingers crossed. I always watch out on the track. Unlike a lot of people, I tend not to watch with an owner. I think the day you don't get so-called pre-match nerves, I think it's probably the day you want to stop kind of training or riding. So yeah, especially when you've got a favourite, obviously you want horses to win. Fergal O'Brien's horse has been a lot of money for it now, so obviously it's showing them the right signals at home, and I expect its form's been working out. So not a foregone conclusion here. We're favourite by the skin of our teeth, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. We've got to give £7, I think, to the two previous winners in the race, and yeah, we'll see how we get on.
They're off and racing, jumping away at a steady, very steady tempo. Houvari into the lead, but nobody really wants to go pressurising the early pace here. Minella Choice sits in second place as they just pop over flight number 1.
So he's popped out and made the running. Looks to have got into a good rhythm down over the first, so yeah, we'll see how we get on now, come down to the second, and hopefully he can get in a nice rhythm. He's obviously out on his own in front, and he's a baby. You obviously get a little bit lonely on your own, but yeah, he's got a nice rhythm, and hopefully he can carry on doing what he's doing.
David Coleman leading down towards the third. Letterston Lady directly in behind the leader, taking that in third place between the two leaders, King of the Hill.
Peter Burns' horse is just following us. She was a good bumper mare now, and has been impressive in a couple of hurdle races to date. Fergal O'Brien's has dropped in a bit, I'd imagine, kind of riding her to get the trip. So yeah, we've relaxed well in front, pricking her ears, just heading into the straight for the first time.
Hero is last of all as they move around the turn then at the top end of the racecourse, and it's still Houvari with the advantage, but they're still racing at a very steady tempo. Houvari with King of the Hill now almost upsides. Letterston Lady on the rail third as they race down towards flights 4 and 5, and then they'll go round again. Minella Choice is in fourth place, in fifth is Short Change Hero. Bonte is still off the pace, what pace there is. She's about 7 lengths off the leader, just ahead then of Not Bitter But Better. Taking the next, where Letterston Lady wasn't massively fluent. Back marker is still Hero as they come now down towards the next.
Just got in underneath that, jumped the last with a circuit to run. Looks to be in a nice rhythm, so we'll see how we get on from here.
Absolutely together for third, Letterston Lady on the inside of Minella Choice. 3 lengths further to Short Change Hero, who's in fifth. Bonte still in sixth. Paddy Brennan yet to make any move. Then comes.
It's nice to be racing on some ground which isn't on the quick side. It's been a while. It's a funny track market racing. On slow ground, it takes a lot of getting from turning into the line, and on quick ground, you have to be on the pace, you know. So.
Houvari attempting to make all of the running over that one really nicely. Again, back in sixth place, Bonte was just a little deliberate, and Paddy Brennan just rushing her up to try and get her to take a little bit of closer interest in the race. Houvari in front here from Minella Choice, who's gone second. Letterston Lady is back in third position, followed in fourth place then by King of the Hill. Bonte is next, and then Short Change Hero, and Not Bitter But Better struggling at the back with Hero.
Just jumped the last down the back, got in underneath that a little bit. He's had a very soft lead in front, so there's going to be no excuse from here on in. If we get beat from here, then you have to take it on the chin, you know.
The others have all just dropped tamely away now. King of the Hill will leave the back straight, back in fifth place, but is weakened a long way behind these leaders as Hero runs on a bit from the back end of the field. Not Bitter But Better is a long way back now, and Short Change Hero likewise is going to be
just turning in now. He's going to want to pick up now. Obviously the field are just starting to close on him.
being pursued by Letterston Ladies 4 lengths
Just down to the 3 furlong marker. Just like to see him go down and wing this now and get away from it.
And they've only got 2 more flights of hurdles left to take, and Houvari is set further clear of anything. 5 to 6 clear. Houvari second last. Good job. Leviston Lady, a little over.
Just get over the last now if possible. Run underneath that a little bit. Touchwood, if he stays going now, he's going to be a nice winner. Really good performance under a penalty. Fergal O'Brien's is staying on well in second. Yeah, no, nice performance. He's a horse who's improving, guys. So no, good, delight with that. We'll see you back up by the winners' enclosure.
One in the colours of Mrs. Diana Wakely, trained by Olly Murphy and ridden by Aidan Coleman from all the way success. Houvari.
Great job. Hold on. He's like old devil, isn't he?
The jumping just really.
Yeah. He's just improved, yeah.
Really fluent jumping.
Very fluent. And like he was never a bad jumper, but he's jumping a couple, didn't he? Yeah, but like which is in a good way, because when he first started with him, he was a bit weird to jump. He wasn't the best, but he's really getting the hang of it now.
Well, that's the training, isn't it?
Oh, watch your backside. He's just learning on the job, and he's doing really well. He's learning and winning. He's learning and finishing out the back, isn't it?
We may as well have a look at something, Aidan. There's a spring target, like he's won his 2 novice hurdles now. We may as well look and see.
Yeah, unless you're claiming off another novice hurdle.
Yeah.
You want to go?
I think he might be asked to have a look at something at Aintree with. Why not?
Sandown?
Yeah.
One of them means, definitely. Yeah, 100%. Give him a good, he deserves a good entry.
Yeah, and he's going to be a nice horse next year. He's going to be a better chaser.
Yeah, exactly. And he's done his, as I said, he's won his 2 races, which is great.
Yeah.
And then, so now we can have a shot at a bigger race,
Perfect.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Well, he's won them convincingly.
Yeah, very well, yeah. Very
No,
well.
he has.
Very well.
Will we get a picture, guys? Brilliant. Good job.
Guys.
Well done. Thanks, Aid. Thanks. I'll grab the beer. How about that?
Yeah, well done, Ollie.
Thank you very much. So that went really well. Houvari was a facile winner of the first race here in Market Raise and jumped and travelled good and saw off the well-backed Fergal O'Brien horse back in second. Listen, if it went as swimmingly as that every day, we'd be doing okay. But horse seemed fine after. Great that owners were on track, and it was a really productive day. I would imagine we'll look at a slightly bigger and more fancy option for Houvari on his next start. He's a horse who's improving plenty, and we might look at Aintree or maybe Sandown at the end of the season. Houvari will wait till after the last race and get back on the horse box to go home. He's obviously been kept warm in the stables at the moment. He's had a long old wait because I've had runners all day, but he's been well looked after by my excellent team, and he'll be home this evening about 8:30, tuck into his dinner, and he'll have a quiet day tomorrow before recuperating and returning back into training now on Monday or Tuesday.
That was good, yeah, real good day. He won really well. So yeah, Aidan's very happy, Ollie's happy. So yeah, good day all round. So he'll go home now, and his dinner will be, and hay will be in his stable waiting for him. And yeah, he'll go to bed for the night, and we'll check him in the morning, make sure he's okay, and he'll have an easy day tomorrow.
Obviously this horse has been a work in progress. He was bought 2 years ago from a Derby sale, so it's taken him a little bit of time now to get to where he is today. But really happy to see him win his last 2 hurdle races. Hopefully a lot of these store horses are going to take the same step in the same direction as he has, and really looking forward to following their paths.